So, how much money do you need to raise day-old chicks up to point of lay? So that's what I'm going to talk about today on today's video, as I promised last week. So today I'm going to talk about how much money you need, how much feed that you need to raise birds from day one, when they're day old to the point of lay. How much feed and how much money that you need approximately. Since the prices, they change, they fluctuate all the time. So it's approximately, it's not exactly the amount. It's just to give you guys a picture of how much money that you need to put aside before you venture into this egg production, to be specific. So yeah, if you're interested in this, guys, stick around. So yeah, without wasting much of your time, guys, let's jump into it. But before we do that, I just want to ask you guys to subscribe to Mkanya Mix Farming so that you guys can support Mkanya Mix Farming so that we can keep growing. Yes, go ahead and subscribe, guys. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free of charge. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to use 100 birds here to simplify the whole process so that each and every one of you guys can grasp what I'm saying here. In case you do not know, we haven't dealt with layer chickens or layer birds. So yeah, 100 birds. Now I do assume that each and everything is already in place. When I say everything, I mean like your chicken pen is already done, your feeders, they're already there, your drinkers are already there. Everything else is in place. Everything is done. And what I'm going to talk about, guys, here is just the amount of feed that you need and the amount of money that you need approximately, not exactly. And whatever amount that I'm going to tell you guys here, we should also include the vaccine and then the vitamins, and then the dewormer that you use to deworm your beds. So from day 1 up to week 8, you use starter chick mesh, right? And you need, if you are dealing with 100 beds, you need about 4 bags of feed. And those 4 bags of feed, that's 200 kgs of feed. And then each and every bag costs $33 US dollars. So then you need to multiply that $33 US dollars multiply by 4 bags, and then that gives us 132 US dollars, right? $33 multiplied by 4 bags of feed, and that gives us 132 US dollars. And so yeah, between this period, each and every bed consumes between 1.7 kgs to 2 kgs between this period from day 1 up to week 8. Each and every bed consumes between 1.7 kgs to 2 kgs. So all right, so that's this between one day to 8 weeks. We have that's 132 US dollars, and that's 200 kgs of feed that you need. All right, and then we go from week 9 up to week 17. There you need to use a layer developer mesh. The layer developer mesh between week 9 up to week 17. And there each and every bed consumes between 4.3 kgs to 4.5 kgs. And then you need 450 kgs of feed, and that's 9 bags of chicken feed that you require there to feed your birds between week 9 up to week 17, right? And each and every bag of those 9 bags, each and every bag costs $28. So you have to multiply 28 US dollars multiply by 9 bags, and then that gives us 252 US dollars between the period of week 9 up to week 17, right? And then now, from week 18, some farmers, they use pre-layer mesh, but some farmers just choose not to do that. Some farmers, they just jump straight from the layer developer mesh straight to the layer mesh. But if you're one of those farmers who choose to use pre-layer mesh, then you'll have to use it for around 10 days. And then during those 10 days, you will need to use around 2 bags. And those 2 bags, that's 100 kgs. And then each and every bag costs $29 for those 10 days, right? So $29 multiplied by those 2 bags, that gives us $58, right? So yeah, just for those $10. So now we have to add everything. Now we have to add from day 1 up to week 8, that's $132. And then from week 9 up to week 17, that's $252. And then from week 18 and 10 days moving forward, that's $58. So if we add all those 3 stages, that gives us $442. So that's the amount of money that you require to feed, to buy chicken feed from day 1 up to point of lay, right? And now this is just the feed, right? We should include the vaccines that you use during this period. And then each and every breeder, where you buy your day-old chicks, they give a vaccine program that you're supposed to follow, which is very, very important. And this varies depending on the breeder that you use. So they all have their own programs. So you need to have vaccines. So we should include vaccines on this amount. And then we also need to include the vitamins on this amount. Then we also need to include the dewormer that you need to use to deworm your beds. And then some farmers, they do this once a month, and some farmers once in every 2 months. And then we also need to include the amount that you use to purchase your 100 beds. And when it comes to the price of these chicks, some breeders, they sell each and every chick for $1.50. Some they sell at $1.60. Some they sell at $1.80. So it all depends on where you buy your day-old chicks. So I assume if we just use $1.50 per chick, so that means we can say $150 to buy those 100 beds, right? So we also need to include that. So approximately to raise day-old chicks to point of lay, that's around $750 if we include the amount that you spend to buy the chicks, and then of course the dewormer, the vitamins, and then the vaccines. So that's approximately $750. All right. So yeah, if you want to raise maybe 500 beds, you just need to multiply this amount with the number of beds that you want to raise. If you want to raise 1,000, if you want to raise 500, then you get a picture approximately how much you can put aside, because you don't want to buy these chicks and then in the middle of everything you run out of cash. So as you can see, guys, this is capital intensive, and you need to have a lot of money to raise these beds, right? So make sure that you have around, I would recommend to have around $800 just to raise your 100 beds from day old up to the point of lay. If it's the first time to see me, guys, well, my name is Tao or Mkanya at Mkanya Mixed Farming. And at Mkanya Mixed Farming, we've been dealing with layers since 2022 up to now. And we also deal with some other kinds of farming. And then you can watch some of our videos so that you can follow our journey from when we started until now and where we are heading. So guys, I hope this was of help to you. If you find this video to be of value to you guys, show us by subscribing to Mkanya Mixed Farming, and then you can also take a look at the description section, and then you can see there are so many ways that you can support our channel to grow, support our farming journey at Mkanya Mixed Farming. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning to Mkanya Mixed Farming, and thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, bye.